It's Monday, July 24th. I'm Barry Davis with your KENS 5 News Now. If Governor Abbott's floating barriers are still in the Rio Grande at 1 o'clock this afternoon, the federal government may move to take them out. The governor signed off on the plan earlier this month, trying to cut down on the number of illegal border crossings. Critics say those barriers are inhumane and migrants could get stuck underneath and drown or could get hurt by newly installed barbed wire along the river. Senator Ted Cruz will be close today. He'll be in Laredo to talk about his efforts to build more bridges between Texas and Mexico. Cruz hopes they'll create jobs, increase trade, and help the economies of nearby cities. Right now, there are only 3 bridges. Cruz says he's working to build a 4th. Just 2 weeks ago, the Senate adopted his amendment to expedite presidential permits to make that happen. The 2 men who stole a bunch of stuff from a North Star Mall store and then shot their way out are still on the run today. This happened Saturday night. Security told police the 2 men took clothes from the store, and when they ran off, one fired their gun at the door, shattering the glass to get out. Police were able to find the gun used because the shooter dropped it on his way out. And officers say they believe the 2 drove off in a silver car, but a make or model really isn't known yet. Crime stats show the west side of San Antonio has had the most calls to San Antonio police so far this year for incidents involving a gun. These are brand new numbers given to us by SAPD, showing this year from January 1st through June 1st, West Patrol has responded to 528 calls for incidents involving firearms. That's the most so far in any part of town this year. It's also only 47 less than the total number of firearms calls on the west side for all of 2022. Now, if you look at last year's numbers, SAPD's South Patrol responded to the most firearms calls with 631. Now, the firearm calls include murder, deadly conduct, aggravated assaults, and disturbances with a gun. A celebration of life being held today for a San Antonio woman missing nearly 13 years. Pauline Diaz was last seen after her shift at an H-E-B on the south side in 2010. It was December of that year. Pauline was seen leaving the parking lot of that H-E-B off Southeast Military in Goliad, where she worked. Her daughter says her mom was in the process of filing for a divorce when she disappeared. The woman's estranged husband was named a person of interest, but no arrests have been made. This will be the 12th birthday the family will spend without Pauline, and each year they gather at the store where she worked to bring awareness to her disappearance.
We miss you, and we want answers, Mom. We want someone to come forward and say where you are. I mean, it's sad that we have to celebrate it like this, but we do celebrate it to let her know that she's not forgotten.
Tonight, the public is welcome to join the family to celebrate Pauline's birthday. They'll be meeting at 7 o'clock at the H-E-B off Southeast Military in Goliad. This hot weather is taking a little of the heat off folks who may have thought they were heading to court later today. The court docket for Precinct 4's Justice of the Peace has been canceled because the AC isn't working. Doesn't mean you're off the hook entirely, though. Anyone with a court date for today in Precinct 4 will get a letter within the next week or so with their new court date. And it is a little cooler, but you know, once it's above 100, Teresa, it doesn't really matter.
Well, let me tell you, it's going to be in the triple digits once again. So you're definitely going to feel the heat this afternoon. 95 degrees by noon and 101 as we get into 5 o'clock with a slight chance for an isolated shower. Barry?
Well, maybe that isolated shower cool it off just a little. That is your KENS 5 News Now. Thanks so much for joining me. And remember, if you're in front of the TV, be sure to join KENS 5 Monday through Friday, 4:30 to 7. Thanks for following us online, too. I'm Barry Davis. I'll see you tomorrow.